Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gilly Cash Show. Today we're going to talk about the Man of Steel. With this, I'm just going to say my thoughts about it. Okay, so personally, I thought it was an okay film. I watched it on IMAX 3D, and it wasn't too bad. I thought it was interesting how, okay, first of all, I have to tell you guys, there's going to be some spoilers. For the most part, I would say it's a good watch just to experience the whole Superman universe, or the DC universe, if you will. But the reason I said Superman universe is because it's in Metropolis and, well, it's based on Superman. Anyway, I thought it was interesting that there was a take on Krypton. I felt that it was kind of a slow start. And so that's why for the Man of Steel and Batman Begins, or any origin story for a superhero, I cut it some slack in the movie department, again, because the origin is presented, and maybe the origin is not as cool as the actual superhero themselves, or whoever they are, becoming into full awesomeness. It's already expected for them to be awesome, right? So that's already my take on origin stories. Okay, now coming back to the Man of Steel review. Krypton was being destroyed, and so Superman's real mom and dad had to send baby Superman to Earth to save his life, along with magical stuff. Having Superman as a kid, I always thought that was interesting insight, and seeing how he would react to, maybe I always thought he wouldn't get bullied because, he has the heat vision and everything, but that's just it. So, Clark, he thinks he's a human being. So he doesn't really know this. So that's obviously why he's not, just kicking everybody's ass right away as a kid. That being said, it's interesting how they introduced the powers: X-ray vision, X-ray hearing, and so forth. Now, talking about Clark Kent's family or life, one thing I did not like was how Jonathan Kent, Superman's Earth father, died. I did not like Jonathan Kent's death because I thought it was just ridiculous. Oh man, this kind of pisses me off. Okay, so from what I remember from the scene, oh man. Okay, so there's this tornado coming, they're like on the freeway or whatever, and then people are rushing back to get out of the way, and guess what? So everybody, okay, a normal reaction to an emergency situation is get out of the car, get out of the way, whatever it is. Jonathan decides to go back to the car to save a dog. So Clark Kent's human father dies because of a dog. Now, I have 2 dogs. I love my dogs. And I guess what I'm trying to say is a human life is not worth a dog's life. And okay, let's say he did like the dog that much, or love that dog. Maybe it's the ultimate family pet that they always loved. Okay, but still, they should have let the dog out first, or I don't know. I just felt that the director should have used a more reasonable motivation. The director should have used a baby, stuck, maybe even an elderly woman. Well, that's my take on it. Yeah, you know what? Let me ask you guys 2 questions. Would you go back to save a dog, knowing your life is in risk if there's a tornado coming, and your family is just gonna mourn over that loss more than the dog, right? Would you really go take that risk for your dog? And some people will. The second question I have for you is, would you let a loved one that you have risk their life for an animal, or would you try to go in to help them, or whatever it is? That's my second question for you guys. Going back to the story, that's just a ridiculous way for Jonathan Kent to die. Okay, anyways, moving on. So General Zod is the enemy of Superman, and in this movie he's just programmed genetically to want to continue the race of the Kryptonians. Their race can survive, and well, if they do that, humans will not survive. And so Superman has to learn his powers. He gets the suit. The S apparently means hope. For the most part, I thought it was interesting to see all Superman's powers being into use. The only one that I didn't see was the Ice Wind. If he did, just let me know in the comment section below. My favorite part of the Superman movie was, spoiler alert, Zod was gonna kill 3 people with his heat vision, right? And Superman had him in a chokehold, and he had an option to let the people die and to restrain Zod, or to kill Zod, or to save the people, right? In my opinion, it's not just the 3 people that he saved humankind. Not only did Superman have to break his own moral code, similar to Batman, not to kill people, and so he decided to kill Zod by snapping his neck. I thought that was the coolest part of the movie because he actually ended it. That was a climax. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, okay, but there was too much action in the movie. I don't know how else to really say it. Maybe it was a camera angle, or it was too fast. This was near the end of the movie, and somewhat in the beginning. During all the action sequences, I would say. For the most part, I understood what was going on in the movie, and during the action, I understood who was throwing the punches or the laser beams. I understood that. But it just felt too fast. For example, if Superman was coming to punch somebody, it wasn't just like, I'm coming in. It was more like, and it's like, oh, this stuff going on and stuff. And all these explosions and everything. And like I said, I understood what was going on. I'm a type of person that I like to really savor the awesomeness, savor the action. And I think that's why even people enjoy slow motion, right? Squeezing the lemon and really enjoying it, and not just like throwing the lemon away. If you just do that, in my opinion, it's just, okay, sure, you get a taste of it, but it's not as taking your time, you know, with food or whatever it is that you're doing. I myself enjoy action. That's one of the main genres that I love. So having all these action-packed sequences was fun and enjoyable, but at the same time, it almost made my head hurt, especially since I was watching on IMAX 3D and having all these cutscenes going on over here, especially having, just like I said, explosions left and right, and like I said, I enjoyed it to an extent. Then it just got just a little annoying because it was just going so fast that I just couldn't even really savor all that was going on. I just want, you know, for it to slow down a little bit, but for the most part, like as I said, I enjoyed it. Overall, I give this Man of Steel movie a 7 out of 10. And the only reason I don't give it a 6 out of 10 is because it's an origin story. And that is the end of my show. I hope you enjoyed the Gilly Cash Show. And if you really liked it, favorite the video. If you just liked it for fun, just like the video, if that makes any sense. Subscribe if you're looking for more episodes of the Gilly Cash Show. And if you felt the same way about what I just said about the Man of Steel, just let me know in the comments down below if you felt the same way, or did you feel the opposite? You really love this movie, or did you hate this movie all the way? Or if you felt I should give it a lower score down below, give me your thoughts about it. Your favorite part of the movie, the part you hated most about the movie. You already know my favorite part, when General Zod's neck was cracked by Superman. He was like, raw. I don't think it was like that. I think it was more like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I was like, yeah, Superman did it. Yeah. Or you can let me know how your reactions were when Superman did that. But it was only for the greater good. Anyway, this is the end of the Gilly Cash Show. And remember, take it easy. Take care, folks.